Suga, Sean O'Malley, an unexpected surprise here ahead of this week's Contender series. How's it going, bro?
I cannot complain, brother. Cannot complain.
Feeling good? How have you been? What have you been up to the last couple of months?
Training, training, poker, dad, chilling.
Have we managed to keep up some of the best practices before 316, stay off the internet, etc., etc.?
Have not been on social media. Still completely off social media. Have my team running it, and that's something I would like to continue to do. Forever.
I think, bro, I think you broke through. Like, I feel like if you can get through like a month, you're probably set. So, congratulations for being one of the chosen few.
Yeah, it wasn't too. I just felt like it was trade-off was worth it. The little dopamine and the little anxiety. Which one So it's good.
I want to start here. Contender Series it's been crazy seeing the number of high level talent that has worked its way through Contender Series. You've been in so many big spots now between headlining UFC pay per views, et cetera, et cetera. But what do you remember about how it felt to do Contender Series? Like, in a sense, it's sort of a small, there's a regional component to it, right? But then you have the UFC Apex, you have Dana White sitting right there. Like, what do you remember about the feelings you were experiencing at that time?
There was no UFC Apex when I
Oh, it's just
fought.
pre-Apex, you're
It was
right.
like the Ultimate Fighter
Damn.
gym. It was, yeah, it was the first season. It felt it obviously felt huge. Dana's there, Sean's there, Hunter's there. It felt massive. You knew it was on TV. But at the same time it was like smaller than the local shows I was fighting in. So like
Hmm.
the actual arena itself was small and very quiet and kind of cold and just felt like you were just in like this random warehouse. It was very different than it is today. But yeah, it was really cool experience for me. Probably not for Alfred, but I had a great time.
Growing up, like, you always sort of see the Ultimate Fighter as this vessel into the UFC, and here comes along this new version in the Contender Series. I guess in like a perfect world, do you think the Contender Series avenue is one that best served you, or is tough something you would have liked to experience?
Hell no, no way. I'd rather do tough. Anyone that does that's wild. 6 weeks, just like away from their family. I mean, I have kids now too, so that changes it. But like, I mean, I guess if back in the day, like that was an option, no, I didn't have any family, didn't have any family. We're out in Arizona, so like going training 6 weeks, it sounds cool. But Contender Series is like you leave on Sunday, you weigh in Monday, you fight Tuesday or home Wednesday. It's like you do all that in 4 days rather than do a 6 week, shit show. But yeah, I think Contender Series is the second biggest MMA platform in the world. Like that's the goal. That's where you need to get on. Get in, turn pro, win five, six, seven fights, get on the Contender Series. That should be all these pros' goals.
How, like, what kind of personality do you think you would have been in the Tough House? Because I'm an introvert. I can turn it on for like a few days at best, maybe, but I don't think I'm cut out to spend 6 weeks with people, especially if I don't like them.
Yeah, I mean at 22, like if I was 21, 22 years old, um, I feel like I would have been able to lock in and just, stay disciplined, stay on the grind, like not drink, not, try to still eat clean, would get my training sessions in. But it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to predict how I would have acted. Now it's like it would be, I for sure would. Well, it just depends on where you're at too. Like, yeah, that's hard to say.
Yeah. I know that you mentioned November, December as a possible date for your next fight. Have we made any progress towards that?
No, I got a buddy Tommy McMillan fighting on the Contender Series in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna go down to Vegas for that and talk to UFC then and kind of figure out a game plan.
Perfect. Will you be in his corner?
Yes.
Cool. Is this How does that sort of roundabout moment feel now, going from winning Contender Series, becoming UFC champion, and now sort of paying it forward in a sense?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is full circle because Tommy's from Montana too. Like I came down. Tim's from Montana. He moved here. I came down, stayed on his couch. I get
Damn.
a house. Tommy comes down. Moves down when he's 18, and so now he's doing his thing and he's on the Contender Series. So it's full circle. It's really cool.
That's a big one, dude. That's sick. Is there a name in mind that would make sense from you? Because I know you wanted that Cory Sandhagen fight that didn't materialize on short notice.
Not really. I'm gonna not really nothing sticks out when talk UFC and kind of see what they're thinking.
Considering, like you took off ample time before the second Merab fight to heal, really get yourself fully physically sort of fit for that fight, what prompted the desire to pitch a fight on 2, 3 weeks notice against Sandhagen on that Poirier Holloway fight?
I just didn't feel you just any fighter after a loss just that doesn't sit right. You just want to get back in there, get that out of the way. But yeah, I just didn't really feel beat up. I got the fight. I didn't really take any damage. And I was healthy-ish. Like I was dealing with a toe injury going into the fight anyway. So I mean, like it was more just like ego. Like I just want to get in there. Like give me, so the BMF belt on the line. The co-main event fell out. Like I want to take that spot. I want to get that back. Corey would, the fun fight. So, but it didn't make sense for the UFC. It didn't make sense for Corey. Corey had the title fight. Merab wanted the fight somewhat soon, so Corey was next. So it just didn't make sense. But just the ego. You just want to get back in there and get a win back.
And like certainly something every fighter deals with. In hindsight, do you think it was in your best interest that you had like proper time to take off after Merab, or is that a fight that, ego aside, did make sense for you at that time?
I think it could have been, fine. I was dealing with the toe injury, but it's like you're always dealing with something. Like you always fucking. So it is nice that this toe is able to actually heal up and feel better. Um, so yeah, I mean, whatever happens, happens for a reason, and that's how my mindset was going in. Like I put my name out there to UFC. I said, hey, like I know, co-main event. If it happens, let's do it. If it doesn't, I'm not mad about it. So I definitely wasn't upset it didn't happen.
As of today, and I know you talk about this on your show, you're going to get asked this a billion times, but as of right now, what's your sort of read on Merab versus Sandhagen?
I'm super curious. What I feel like Merab had on tape, he looks sloppy. Looks like, you can catch him. I almost did a few times, missed a big knee, missed a big left hand, missed a few shots. And when you miss those shots, he's on you. He's got weird timing and he's freakishly strong. Like he's just he's got some good strength and he's good at holding you down. And if you do get up, he's good at mat returning. And so I'm curious to see if Corey can create some scrambles and how that plays out. But man, I don't know. We'll see.
Not that you're on social media much these days, but I saw a clip blowing up of you reacting to Ilia's win over Oliveira, and I think people sort of appreciated the humility and the humor of you being like, "Thank God the UFC didn't make that fight." In your opinion, from what you've seen out of Ilia the last couple fights, what has impressed you the most, or what did you maybe miss about him earlier on that you sort of started to see in his game these last couple fights?
Um, I mean, just the resume. Goes out there, knocks out Volk, goes out there, knocks out Holloway, goes out there, knocks out Charles Oliveira. He's knocking out legends. He's literally knocked out three Hall of Famers in a row. I mean, you just got to respect that. You got to appreciate that. And he's just he can wrestle, he can grapple too. He's just not just a boxer. He can do it all, and it's beautiful to watch. It's entertaining. It's not. He's not going out there taking someone down, holding them down, and winning these fights. It's not boring to watch. You're excited to watch an Ilia Topuria fight. And as a fan, if I'm just trying to be like a casual fan, it's like that's what you want to see. You don't necessarily want to see someone. For me, everyone's different.
Totally.
I don't enjoy watching, um, it's just wrestling match as much as I do watching someone get knocked the fuck out.
Sean, if there's anything you want to let the people know ahead of Contender Series, floor is yours, bro.
Yeah, nothing really other than Tommy's coming up 2 weeks. Banger fight. Super excited for that one and excited to be there.